Okay. Good morning, student. See, last lecturer we learn about the plant tissue. Now here in this session we have to learn about the animal tissue. See, we already learned first lesson. This is cell, fundamental unit of life. Cell, structural functional unit of life. Cell. Cell is a completed. Now the cell, that cells is a forming together group of cells forming the tissues. See, we are learning here tissues. See, animal tissues already completed, plant tissues. See, simple permanent tissue, complex permanent tissue is a completed. What is their functions in their plant? See, we already completed. Now in this session we have to learn about the animal tissues. Basically the animal tissues is a four types. See, it is a epithelial tissues, muscular tissues, connective tissues and nervous tissues. See here, epithelial tissues means, epi means it is a covering of the cells. See how we have to see the our skin for calling the epidermis. This epidermis is a main function is a protecting. See, these are a protecting to our body. Now we have to see the these epithelial cells is present of the our body cells. Here skin. Next we have to see the blood vessels. Next alveoli. See, here is a everywhere is a present these epithelial cells covering of the cells. See, these are a protecting. See, it is a God cells means it is a cells of our God. It is a protecting to the our each and every body cells. These epithelial cells. For example, we have to see the in our India borders is there. There is a border is a tight security is there. See, the soldier or that army person, see, they are protecting to us. Border security force. They are protecting to us. See, they are day and night doing the work for our country. See, this light we have to see the our, see, in a home it is a walls also protecting to us. Okay. Next we have to see the in our surrounding. So it is a next we have to see the these epithelial cells is a squamous epithelial cells is there, and cuboidal epithelial cells, and columnar and granular epithelial cells, ciliated epithelial cells. See, these squamous epithelial cells, wall of the our mouth. So it is a squamous epithelial cells is there, cuboidal epithelial cells, next columnar epithelial cells, ciliated epithelial cells. See, these all cells is a protective to our body. Next we have to see the muscular muscles. See, here also divided into three types. See, straighted muscular muscles is there, smooth muscles is there, cardiac muscles also is there. For example, we have to see the cardiac muscles in a heart. Cardiac means rhythmically contraction and relaxation. So it is a contract and relax. So it is a doing the our heart. So it is a continuously doing heart beating. Next we have to see the connective tissues. Connective tissue means connecting the one tissue to another tissue, one organ to another organ. So it is a connective tissues also is there. See, areolar, adipose, skeletal and fluid. See, this like these four types of tissues is there. Four types of tissues. Areolar tissues. It is a tendons. See, we have to learn. It is present in our bone. See, adipose tissues. Adipose tissue also is there. Skeletal tissues and cartilage and bone. Cartilage bones is there. So we have to see the smooth bones. Smooth bones. So it is a ear pinna and nose tips. Is present the cartilage bone and bones also. Bones is giving to the our body for framework. See, we can walk, we can run with the help of bone. See, it is giving to the specific structure to our body. See, these are a bones. Next, we have to see the fluid. Fluid is a blood and lymph is there. So, it is a blood main function is a transporting the oxygen and nutrition to the each and every body cells. And lymph also is there. Lymph nodes. See, this like about animal tissue we have to learn in this session. Next, nervous also. Nervous system also, it is a carrying the message one place to another place. See, for example, here on our skin is biting the mosquito. What will happen? See, we are getting the burning sensation. Immediately our affected organs, see, it is a beating and sending to the, see, it is a while beating. See, what will happen? Science is a carrying to our brain. Our brain is a giving to the work. See, affected organs, it is a beating. Means, see, this like nervous systems, we can see this nervous system is a coordination. We can detect to the another person also. See, this like nervous systems also, it is a very important in our body. See, we have to see the introducing animal tissues. Multicellular introduce the division of labor. Number of cells is a division in our body. See what will happen? See, it is a cell is there in our body. See, this is a cell. What will happen? This cell is a dividing and we have to see the when a fusion of sperm and egg. See, for example, we have to see that this is a fertilized cell. Fertilized, what do you call it? Fertilized egg cell. Fertilized egg cell. Egg cell. What will happen? This fertilized egg cells is a division. Say, multiple cell division and multiple cells is a dividing and it will form the finally a body. See, it's like body is formed. So it is a multiple division. Multiple division. Multiple division of the cells. Here is a form the body. Next we have to see the again dividing. See, this like again of forming the body means it is a, for example, we have to see the when a burn a small kid, their weight is a 2.5 kg. 2.5 kg or 3 kg. 3 kg. What will happen? Gradually growing their body cells, body tissues, organs, organ systems, organisms. Gradually growing. What will happen? Their body mass will be increasing. Gradually their body mass also increasing. See, this like cells is there. See, some cells, we have to see these cells. Okay. For example, these cells is a dividing number of cells and forming. For example, this is a cell is there. This cells is a dividing. So it is a blood cells. Okay. These cells is a dividing the nerve cells, digestive, nerve cells, digestive system, digestive, respiratory. See, this like the cells is a dividing. Number of cells is a dividing this like. Next, level of organization. See, we already learned the level of organization. What is level of organization? Level of organization. Organization. It is a cells is there. Cells. Cells together forming. See, cells together forming tissues. Tissues together forming organ. Organs. Organs together forming organ system. Organ system. Organ systems together forming organism. Organism. For example, this is a cells is there. These are a cells. These cells is a forming together are tissues. See this like group of cells is a forming the tissues. See these tissues they are forming the organ system. We have to see the here. Organ system. Organ system. See this is a lungs. See these organ system, organ is formed, organ system is formed. So many systems like a heart, lungs, this so many systems is together forming a organism. See we have to see the organism. See this like forming the process, breathing process. Now we have to see the here too we are taking the oxygen inside, taking the oxygen inside and carbon dioxide outside. Carbon dioxide outside. See here is a so many cells is there. There is a purification of the blood and exchange of the gases. So many, see alveoli is there. See this like alveoli. See what will happen? Here is a exchange of gases. Exchange of gases. We are calling the, see this like is there. Epithelial tissues is a connective tissues, blood connective tissues, and see in mitochondria also is there. In the cell has a mitochondria. What is the function of mitochondria? See producing the ATP energy. Producing the ATP energy. See it is a take the glucose. See I am writing here. See glucose C6H12O6 plus oxygen. See this is a glucose. Okay. Glucose react with oxygen. React with oxygen. Here forming the CO2 plus H2O plus 38 ATP. ATP is a generating. ATP is a generating. See this like is present. See this like. Okay. See this like. See this is a mitochondria is a producing 38 ATP energy in mitochondria. See this is a mitochondria. See this like 30 ATP is a that's why we are calling the mitochondria for energy currency. See energy is a producing in a mitochondria. See mitochondria helping to the production of energy. See is it completed? See this like you have to write the this reaction also. Next, we have to learn the first one. See, first tissue is a epithelial tissue. What is epithelial tissues? What is epithelial tissues? See, epithelial tissue is a protective tissues. See, protective tissues. Protective tissues. Okay. Next, what said? Covering of external surface of organ. Covering of external surface of organ and cavities. See, in body. Example, skin is there. So it is a covering of our body. Next, we have to act the boundaries, keeping the different body system separate. Acts the boundaries. Boundaries keep the separate cells or organs. So it is a keeping the separate. Next, we have to see the closely packed cells forming the continuous sheath. Closely packed cells forming a continuous sheath. See, no blood vessels and within the tissue. No blood vessels within the tissue. See, is there any blood vessels? No. What said? See, these epithelial tissues is a protective tissues. Okay, covering of external surface of organ and cavities in the body. For example, skin. Next, act as the boundary, keep the separate cells or organs. It is a keeping the separate organ and organ system. Next, closely packed cells forming a continuous sheath. We have to say the observer, external epidermis. See, it is a closely packed is there. See, is there any porous occurring on our surface? See, epidermis? No. So it is a closely packed up the cells. Next, what say? No blood vessels within the tissues. Is there blood vessels? No. It doesn't have any blood vessels. Okay. See, this like is a epithelial tissues is present in our body. See, this is a very important. Next, we have to learn the structure of the epithelial cells. Okay, structure of the epithelial cells, epithelial tissue. See, no or very less intercellular space. We have to see their intercellular space. This intercellular space is a very less or no also. See, on surface is free. We have to see this is a free surface, other is a basal surface. We have to see that this is a basal surface is there. This one is a basal surface. Next, what said here is a, we have to see that this is a free. and no intracellular space. So it is a tightly packed. We have to see the on our skin very tightly packed. See, smoothly touch. See, there is no harm. See, if a hardly touch, see, hardly rub, what will happen? It will be oozing outside a blood. Means it is a their intercellular spaces is a very tight. Means intercellular space is a very packed is there. See, next basement membrane also is there, basal surface also is there. Extracellular fibrous basement membrane separate the epithelium from underlying tissues. See, these are a separating the underlying tissues. Next, this is about the structure. Now we have to learn about the where do you find epithelial tissue? Where is present this epithelial tissue? This like number of questions rising in your mind while watching. Lining up the mouth, on skin. See, alveoli of lungs. See, living of blood vessels. Blood vessels is there inside the epithelial cells is present. Kidney tubules. See, these are a where do you find epithelial cells? Lining up the mouth, one. Skin, next alveoli, in the lungs, kidney tubules, blood vessels, lining of blood vessels. There is a present the epithelial tissues. Okay, is it clear? Now we have to go to the functions. What is the functions? See, we have to write the functions. Epithelial cells functions, epithelial tissue. So it is their functions. What is functions is there? See, protective the underlying tissues and organs. They are protection. Now only said it is a protecting. See here our building is there. The walls is a protecting to us. Okay. For example, we have to see the in our building a security guard is there. Security guard. What is the functions of security guard? See, they have to protect which person, how to allow inside our building, which person do not allow inside our building. See, they will be decided, and they are calling to the owner also. This person is a K from. They have to meet to you. Can I allow to them or not? See, if a owner is said yes, they allow to them. Otherwise, they can't allow to them. Means their functions is there, which allow, which is not allow. See this one. Next, regulate the exchange of material between the body and external environment. Regulate the what is exchange of material. We have to see the through the skin is a coming to the sweat. Sebaceous glands is active. Okay, this like remove the waste material from our body. Some gases also perceiving to the our body cells. We feel a comfort. We feel a uncomfort. See, this like so many functions is there. Different parts of the body absorb food and nutrient. See, absorbing the food and nutrients. We have to see the in digestive system walls. There is absorbing the nutrition. See, we are also sometimes here is getting the some pain. We are applying the ointments. See, we are getting the pain or relief. See, this like so many is there, and secret chemicals like hormones, saliva, enzymes is secreting in our body. See, secreting the chemicals, hormones also, saliva, ptyalin enzymes is there. The enzymes is secreting. The enzymes is helping to the digestion of food substances. It is helping to the chewing of food substances. It is pushing the our food substances towards front, back, sideways. Is pushing the food substances. The food substances become smooth and soft it will be shallow, it will be entering into the esophagus because the food bolus has a mucus layer on the present of the food substances. This is about the epithelial cells. Epithelial cells.